Apple's OpenELM is SPM worth it. New requirements for Privacy Manifest, first alternative marketplaces in the EU, and free tools for open source projects. Let's get into this and other updates from iOS and macOS development. I'm Alexander Belouz, an engineer at ZTApp, and we are starting now. Apple is entering the AI race. The company has published the Open Efficient Language Models family on Hugging Face. Currently, models range from 270 million to 3 billion parameters. Notably, OpenELM is optimized for on-device operation, highlighting Apple's commitment to information privacy. The Cornet library used to create OpenELM is now also publicly available. Apple's repository includes tools and configurations for training models, along with training datasets. Interestingly, this is happening just before WWDC 2024, where the biggest iOS update is expected, including AI integration into the system. Would the release of OpenELM be preparing fans for something bigger? Developer Jonathan Crook shared Bumble's experience in scaling a project, consisting of hundreds of models and more than 100 workspaces. The team compared SPM to Yeast and Bazel for modularization and improving the existing workflow. Eventually, Bumble chose to Yeast as the optimal solution. Jonathan noted advantages such as relative ease of migrating the project, support for modularization, and consistent code generation. The downside was a slight increase in project opening time compared to handcrafted Xcode Proj. However, I want to highlight SPM stress tests. Compared to Xcode Proj, the time for clean build increased by 154%, and the incremental build by 90%. The only thing that remained unchanged was the slow indexing of the project. Additionally, resolving the graph of cache dependencies across hundreds of SPM modules can take over 10 seconds, which does not help with engineering team's efficiency. During WWDC 2023, Apple introduced the Privacy Manifest, which made data usage in applications and their third-party dependencies more transparent. Starting from May 1st, the App Store is changing the rules for app submissions. Developers using Required Reason API are obligated to declare the reasons for their use in the Privacy Manifest. Consider the common user defaults API example. After creating the Privacy Manifest, we add the API type in its privacy-assessed API category user default and specifies the reason for use, in our case, access to data within one app group. To make life easier for developers, Donny Wall launched the website privacymanifest.dev, which lists all APIs that require declaration. Simply select an API from the list, specify the reasons for its use, and the service will automatically generate the manifest for you. The first alternative marketplaces are already available to users. ZTApp Mobile launched an open beta in May, providing access to more than 20 apps. If you already tried ZTApp on iOS, we would love to hear your feedback in the comments. It appears that site loading changes in the EU market are starting to gain momentum. Apple has allowed authorized developers to distribute apps from their own websites, without using alternative marketplaces. And the updated rules on calculating core technology fees for non-profit organizations and small business program participants are opening new opportunities for developers. And finally, side loading will become available on iPads. Most likely the feature will appear in iPadOS 18 this fall. So, expect ZTApp on iPads. Twist and Emerge Tools have announced free access to their services for open source projects. Twist provides free access to Twist Cloud, which saves time on builds and test results. For more details, check out 20-second episode with Sergey. Emerge Tools offers size analysis, a static bundle analysis tool for monitoring and reducing app size, with practical optimization tips like removing duplicate files and optimizing resources. Links to these services are pinned under the video. If you have already worked with these tools, share your experience in the comments. See you!